on YouTube. This is Prince with North Carolina Mobile Detailing, and I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. If it wasn't wonderful for you, what can we do to make next year better for you? All right. Just want to drop a few things, a few notes for you, and I'm gonna get right back to the grind as soon as this whole Christmas and New Year's break is over with, because I got children, man, and they like all in my business, you know what I'm saying, messing up my grind. But I enjoy spending time with my family and whatnot. Anyway, the owner of Wendy's, his name is Dave Thomas, and this is what he do when he walks in the office, right? He says, he don't say, "Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Or how was your day?" Or whatever. He doesn't say that. He walks in and he said, "Are we making money today?" And they would reply, and then he would say, "Well, how can we make more money?" And that's it. There's no, "Hey, how you doing?" None of that stuff, right? So I took the liberty to force myself to do that every morning. All right. So when I wake up in the morning, after thanking God for being alive and all that stuff, right, I go to the mirror and I look myself in the mirror and I say, "Are we making money today?" Right? It doesn't matter if it's Christmas, it doesn't matter if it's New Year, it doesn't matter if it's raining, it doesn't matter if it's snowing. Are we making money today? Right? And if the answer is no, then we need to figure out how to make some money today. Right? If the answer is yes, then how can we make more money today? Right? How can we make more money today? And I suggest you do that in the morning, every day. Every day when you wake up, you're focused, because your mind is working off of, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say it's 10 megahertz of electricity, 10 or 20 megahertz of electricity in the morning, which is why, like, you know how sometimes you can hear a song in the morning and that mug play through your head throughout the whole entire day, right? It's the same thing. It's because your brain, as soon as you wake up, you're operating at a higher frequency as far as your mind goes, right? So you get your mind ready to make money every single day, right? And after a while, you start training that bad boy. Because one thing about your mind, or rather your brain, right? Your brain has to be trained, all right? Your brain will automatically go against you. Your brain is like a horse, right? It's a wild horse. And if you don't get control of this joker, he'll start thinking about anything. Start going over here drinking water that's nasty. You shouldn't be over there even thinking about that. Your whole focus should be making money, right? Make money, make money, make money. That should be your whole focus. Especially with mobile detailing, man. Mobile detailing, and when I heard so many freaking excuses as to why you can't make money in the wintertime. Like, that's the time to kill. Right? That is the time to kill during the wintertime. I'm not going to get into all that. Not too many days from now, I'm going to release a video on what we're doing for next year, right? Based upon the quarters, based upon the time of everything, so we know exactly where we should end up at by this time, the end of next year, right? So I'm going to share that video with you. I'm going to break it down to you, and you can chop it up and make it to where it fits you. Another thing we're doing next year is today is, I don't know what today is. The 27th. Today is the 27th, right? Now, December 27th, 2015, right? So next year, early next year, we got some things that's popping off with my team, right? And so what we're trying to do is we're just going to duplicate what we do here successfully and team up with you guys, right? Well, with you, all right? So when we team up with you, basically this is how it's gonna work. We're gonna set you up. We're gonna set you up with 100 details or 100 car washes, right? Every single month, and it'll be your 100 clients that you have to keep up with, right? We'll find the clients. We'll make sure you get paid, and that's basically it, right? And along with that, we're going to show you how to grow your team, okay? And it's not going to be anything that's like that you have to pay for, right? This is just something that we're just going to learn and teach you as we go on. But we're going to provide the 100 cars that you need to get detailed, right? And as long as you're doing a good job, as long as you're banging them joints out, right, and you being a beast, then you should be okay, right? But if you're not in beast mode like every single day, right, you got to be replaced, and that's just business, right? This is business. It has nothing to do with feelings whatsoever. So we're going to duplicate it, and it works. I'm sure that it's going to work for a lot of major cities. So we're going to start off with you guys that are in the major cities, okay? If you don't know little rural counties, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer until we build that joint up to where you're comfortable, all right? Because 100 cars, honestly, is not really that much, right? It's for one detailer, because you're really knocking out, and we're not talking about, now you're going to be doing details, but for the majority of it, it's going to be just simply car washing inside and out. Whether you do waterless or traditional, doesn't matter, right? You still keep your identity, right, of who you are. Keep your identity. And we're going to make sure you get paid every single month, okay? Or every single week, because we're going to pay by the week. And I know a lot of people is wondering, well, how you going to pay me? If I'm all the way in freaking Houston, Texas, and you in North Carolina, how you going to pay me, homie? They got a thing called PayPal. We're gonna send that joint to you. So like, let's say you're supposed to get paid on Friday, right? When you wake up, boom, there it is. It's in your account. That's it. So to set up the campaign, as far as we know, it takes 30 days to accumulate 100 customers in any city, right? The way that we do it, right? The way that we advertise. People who are in like smaller cities, right? We got to get back to you later. And it only works for right now. We're only dealing with the United States, all right? So United States only, right? Not Puerto Rico. All right, so in Puerto Rico, it's a little different. It's a little different there. So, but we'll work things out with you. We'll make sure that we all go global, that we all make money. Because that's the point of life, man. Right? So you're doing 100 calls, right? And technically, it's not 100 calls. It's actually, it's 100 calls, but you got to wash them twice a month. So you really got to be prepared to do 200 cars, right? Now, you're doing the same 200 cars. So, for instance, you're doing Mr. Johnson car, right? You cleaned it the first time, right? You put a bang, you smack that mug down, right? And it's legit. When you come back a week and a half later, right? It shouldn't be that dirty, right? It shouldn't be that dirty. You should be able to bang them joints out in like 15, 20 minutes, depending on the condition and the size of the vehicle, right? You should be able to bang them out and come back. How much do we get paid? Somebody just said that. How much do we get paid? Starting out, I'm going to pay guys about $2,000, right? $2,000 a month, right? But here's something else that we're going to put on side of it, right? Because maybe $2,000 is not a whole lot for you, right? Maybe it's like, yo, I ain't messing with this $2,000, yo. I ain't messing with that. So beyond the $2,000, right? With our system we're going to set up, you're also going to get tips every single day. So that's money that you can pay with your gas, whatever, you know, buy little daughter a bear or something like that. And we're doing the tips at anywhere between $5 and $10. So let's assume the lowest. Let's do $5, right? Now, if you're doing $5 tips, because your goal is to do 10 calls a day, okay? So 10 times 5 is what, 50, all right? So in 2 days, you made $100 still in your pocket. In 6 days, basically, you just made $300, all right? On top of the 500, the $2,000 that I give you, right? On top of that, right? So I'm gonna break it down to $500 a week. So at the end of the week, you made $800, right? 800. Right? And then we're going to show you how to use. The thing is, we need to dump another 100 customers on you, okay? So that you can build your brand, build your business, and you have these are your customers. These are my customers. They're mine, okay? But I'm willing to share them with you. I'm willing to share with those who are really, really into detailing, right? And allow me to do what I do, right? Just finding customers. That's what I'm good at. I find customers. That's what I'm good at, right? But what'd be crazy is, like, man, if I can just go out through the, like right now I'm only working with North Carolina, and right now we cut back so much that we're only working with our basic 15 cities, right? Just got 15 cities, right? So what we want to do is get as many cities as we can, right? Partner up with you. We want to partner up with you, and we want to make sure you get paid. You don't have to look for work, right? Matter of fact, you ain't got to pay for advertising whatsoever, okay? We're going to send you to work. You're going to knock the mugs out and dominate it. Then as you're doing your thing, let's say 3 months, right? Let's say it takes 3 months for you to make sure that your homie is riding real smooth right now. I got no complaints from him. I got no customers bothering me about him. Now we need to throw another 200 on you, right? Or another 100 on you. We need to throw another 100 on you. So which means you're going to have to get some help. All right, and we're going to show you how to break down and get your help, whether you want to contract them or you want to get like employees, right? And this is how we're going to flip it as far as right now. The 100 calls that you were doing, you're gonna sign that over to detailer number 2, okay? Then you're banging out the next 200. Now, whatever you pay detailer number 2 is up to you. It's totally up to you. It works out a lot better with an employee, which means that you got a second vehicle, you got second everything, right? And basically all he got to do is come to work, right? And he already got the 100 calls, and it's done. And those calls shouldn't be dirty because you've been banging them joints out for 3 months, all right? So, and then you simply repeat the process. There's no shortage of dirty calls out here, so you don't have to worry about that. There's no shortage of dirty calls. Let's just go ahead, put the work in, right? And see what happens. If it doesn't work out, so what? So what? You still made money. You still gonna make money, right? And these are cars just like right around the corner from you, right? These are cars in your city. These are cars in the city next door to you, right? How does it work out? All right, so I'm gonna have an application set up, and this is not right now. I'm not gonna put anything in the description right now, but I'm gonna build it up to next year. You know, I started dropping videos about it because I'm gonna need a lot of detailers, right? You gotta need a lot of guys that's really serious about, you know, this work. And that's just basically it. That's basically it. So you're gonna fill out the application. We gotta find out exactly like what days you don't work, right? So that we don't have a problem with people on your calendar and you ain't even working that day, right? Another problem that I know we're going to run into is that we can't just have one detailer per city. You got to have at least 2, maybe 3 minimum, right? So until we find a second person in your city, if you know someone that really want to get down, cool. If you don't, we're going to just go ahead and just research and try and find some people in your city, which shouldn't be too hard to do, okay? And then that way, if you get hurt or you get sick or you have an emergency, we can try and flood some of that work over to homie, right? So that you can be taken care of, and that's it. So each job you're going to be able to go to the website, close it out. I got an app that I'm developing, where you can just simply close it out. All right, so we know that the work was done. All right, and that the client is very happy. Okay, and we're going to go with a whole bunch of different other things for the upcoming year, right? Here's one thing that's for sure. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to get the same results, okay? Try something different, okay? The only person that's holding you back is you. You're the only one holding you back, no one else, all right? So even with these cold, you in Chicago, you in Detroit, right? Right, and it's colder than a mug out there, and you like, yo, bro, ain't nobody getting their car clean. Wait till I start getting up out there, baby. Wait till I get out there. When I get out there, somebody getting their car clean today. Matter of fact, 15, 20 people are getting their car clean today. I'm telling you, good brother. So, man, that's about it. That's the only thing I wanted to talk about. Make sure you get you some detail in the bottom. Order you a auto detailing beast hoodie, baby. The description is in the bottom below, baby. It's in the below. So I want to give a shout out to all you guys that's been showing me love on YouTube. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. And you know, my phone number is all over the freaking internet. So like, if you need to get in contact with me, cool, just call me. Sometimes I can't talk. Sometimes I'm on a detail, homie. Sometimes I'm busy doing my thing, you know. But if you want to call and just say what's up, you know, the opportunity, the line is open, right? So you can always just go to my website, ncmobiledetailing.com, and just call me from there, and you'll get me directly. You'll get me directly. So the idea for next year is to expand and grow and dominate. Expand, grow, and dominate. That's it. Or just die trying, right? You only get to live once, baby. So just die trying. Let's just forget it. I mean, what you got to lose? What you got to lose? Got nothing to lose. Got nothing to lose. So along with the details, right? So we're just doing car washing, right? And once I get the customer email, my only job, right? Because I got somebody else setting up my other thing that's going on, right? But my only job is to simply sell these customers, okay? So I have their email address. So when I drop like something like we getting let's say 30% off buff and wax, right? And so I get to send it out to not only your 100 clients, right? Or if you got 200 cars, you a beast, right? You got 200 cars, there's 200 people right then. It's just going to be like, bam. So out of that 200, if I only land, let's say with the buff and wax is $100, right? And I only land in your city, right? Or your campaign, I only was able to land 50 cars, man. I only got 50 cars for you, right? At $100. That's $5,000. Like $5,000 today, $5,000. You got to still do the work though, homie, right? But the money is already in there, right? Of course, I get my cut off of it, right? But it ain't nothing like like that 50%. That's mine. But even that 50%, that's still pretty good. That's $2,500 for you today, right? And on top of the other $2,000 that's coming in consistently, bro, consistently. And let's take over this planet. That's the only thing. Got a private number coming in. So until next time, grind time.